streets, they never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga.
Yo, shout out to everybody. This is Smooth Sunday. This your boy Big Dice the Ruler. I'm still ecstatic over that Knicks win. We ain't gonna get into that to the beginning of the show. I'm just letting y'all know I appreciate y'all. Everybody that's pulling up in the building. Grown folks content. I got another banger for you. That's what they telling me. They telling me I'm giving you bangers, and I need y'all to start, like China Brim said, in the words of China Brim, put it in the goddamn comment. Put it in the comment. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, man. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, man, just throw up them dice cubes because I see the whole family in here. I see GP. I see Angie, baby, in the building. I see Mr. I Think For Myself. I see Chilling With Love. It's Sunday. Let me know the audio is right. This is how I'm feeling. I wanted to start it out on some grown folks music. AP, I see you. I'm going to East New York right now, baby. Appreciate you, GP. I'm going back to when it was cool to go to a party. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? Let's vibe out. It's Sunday. Let's go.
Live another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
wise, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, appreciate y'all again coming in for this Soulful Sunday. Let me go to the top and shout out everybody that came through. GP on the tube. It's the first one in the chat. He says, salute the dice in the chat. You know, we had Angie, baby. She's in the building. Mr. I think for myself. Appreciate you for pulling up, beloved. We got the sister Chilling with Love, a.k.a. Cali with Love, a.k.a. will cut your ass up if you play with her. She said, hey, y'all, I'm at work listening. We got AP, Old East New York in the building. East New York, Old East New York in the building. We got Big Cav. He said, that's Big Bub, man. That's my motherfucking jam right there. You know what I'm saying? We got ABG, Long Live Pop in the building. Party people, we are in the building today. I think I got a good one for y'all. And I be noticing sometimes it be somebody that like on the side of your cell phones where you can put up the little hearts and the smiley faces and all that and the hundreds and all that and the hearts. Because I usually be getting hearts and hundreds. But the people that be putting, to the person that be doing the smiley faces, go suck your mother. You on a Sunday, yeah, go ahead and suck your mother. I don't know why that just jumped on me. That's Compa spirit. Compa just told me, go suck your mother. Long live the blood clot dread. Compa say, yo, Dice, you know what you tell them people? Go suck their mother. Oh, Chilling with Love. Yo, you got me confused. Yo, let me tell you something about Chilling with Love. She will start off with content. Yeah, that's that Virgo shit. And she a woman. Let me tell you something what I heard about the Virgo women. They say, now, Virgo men, very meticulous. We're overthinkers. We're warriors too. We worry. We're much protectors. Loyal. Virgos is loyal, but they say women. The woman Virgo is very much more dangerous, very more devious. I'm telling you now. Shit, I see you in the building. Shaq Brady, where the fuck you been? Fuck that, nigga. You ain't been in the building. Ain't nobody exempt. You getting 10 seconds. I don't care nothing about that sucker shit. Where you been? You got 10 seconds. Now, how you feel about that? What's up? My gun stay cocked. Where you been, bro? Come on, man. You know you got to get 10 seconds for that. Nobody's exempt. Nobody's exempt. But I'm glad you pulled up in the building. Oh, shit, my fault. I take the 10 seconds back. You know what? I got 10 seconds for that. My man said he been deployed. Pardon me, y'all. Nobody's exempt. My man said he been deployed. Safety to you, bro. My prayers go out to everybody that's holding it down for us. You dig what I'm saying? Little man, I see you in the building. Salute. You know, I be bugging out sometimes, APG. Tell him. So that's just the Brooklyn in us, son. Yo, you know, if a nigga fuck with you in Brooklyn and you break out for a couple of months and then you just pop up, nigga might feel a type way. Like, where the fuck you been, my nigga? Like, goddamn, nigga. Niggas been looking for you, son. Like, what the fuck? Oh, you done fell in love. Oh, you fell in love. You couldn't even come back to the block and holler at your niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shorty got you open like that? Shorty got you open like that? Well, we did that. We did that. I ain't gonna front. We did that back in the days. You know what I'm saying? You know, we beat upset. We passed the blunt to the nigga real slow. Fuck, man. Shorty got you like that? But y'all want to hear some funny shit? If y'all really want to be real and be truthful about it, you know why we used to do shit like that? Is any one of the fellas in here gonna tell the truth while we used to be hating on niggas? Because that was did you understand? That was a cardinal sin back in the days when you was supposed to be a fucking gangster to fall in love. Remember that shit? Bitches ain't shit, son. Pass them around. Fuck them bitches. Remember when we had that dumbass mentality? Hey, Holly, I see you in the building. Remember we had that mentality? If your man fell in love, we looked at him like he told. Am I lying? Am I lying? When your man came around and started talking about the chick that he met, He started chilling with all of a sudden. We looked at that nigga like he told. You know why we did that shit? Because we was jealous. I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. We was upset that we ain't had nobody had us locked down like that. We always had that one friend. That nigga said, I ain't gonna be no dog no more. I'm in love. Fuck this thug shit. Shorty said, go get a job. I'm going to Banana Republic. I'm going to get a job at Old Navy. I'm going to get a job in the post office. These is facts. Dog Soldier, these is facts. These is facts. This is all facts. I think her name is Keisha, Miss Ruby daughter. All facts. Mike start fucking with little Keisha. Mike stop coming to the Chinese restaurant. We don't see that nigga smoking no more with us, yo. I swear to God, you women with that goddamn thing between y'all legs. I start looking for my nigga Mike. I'm like, where the fuck this nigga Mike at? This is all facts I'm telling y'all right now. Because that thing y'all got between your legs, that's a very manipulative weapon that the Lord has given you women. And the next thing you know, we start seeing my nigga Mike every now and then. I say, yo, Mike, where you at, boy? I can't make this shit up. That nigga said, yo, I'm going to take the transit test. I'm studying for that shit. I said, you going to take the transit? If y'all think I'm joking, anybody in Brooklyn, go to Utica Avenue right now. Go to the B46 bus that comes straight up Utica Avenue from down in Bushwick to Kings Plaza in the afternoons. I bet you'll see a brown-skinned dude driving with glasses by the name of Michael. That's my man. You know why? Because his shorty told him, them niggas on the corner is going to jail. They smoke too much reefer, and you ain't going to be out there with that. This is facts. This is facts. This is facts. I ain't no hater. I ain't no hater. I went through all that bullshit too. I was a super thug. I remember back in the day, excuse my language, ladies, I remember when niggas was like, nigga, I ain't never eating no pussy. Remember that shit, y'all? How many niggas in here was like this? Man, I ain't never eaten no pussy. The dreads, you goddamn Jamaicans. Dog Soldier, y'all niggas is the ones that fucked us up with that shit, and y'all was doing it because the dreads them say, yo, bedroom, you know, bow down. Can't bow and yam fit. Can't yam mid. A bad man, no yam mid. And we was listening to that stupid ass shit that y'all was telling us. Bad enough you niggas came over with all these goddamn big ass chains on, these big ass bracelets, these big ass rings. You had all the marijuana. You had the Buddha. You had the Thai stick. This is all facts. You niggas came over here with that sneaky ass alcohol, pipers, Baileys, Irish cream, white rum, Ray and Nephew, all them type drinks that American women was not used to. And they was not used to getting treated like y'all was treating our women. We wasn't taking our chicks shopping. You niggas, yo, them dreads, them niggas said, hey, girl, they give y'all money. Shout out to Mikey Dread, Baba, Super, Devon. I said, Miguel, I give y'all money. I done seen them niggas, I done seen reggae niggas give chicks $1,500, $2,000, say, man, I'll give y'all money. They going to get their hair done. They going to get their hair done. They going to Pickin Avenue, getting about 4 or 5 Guess jeans outfits, the top and bottoms. They getting 5411s. They best friend, that bitch is getting a pair of bamboo earrings. They gonna give her a little Guess skirt. I swear them reggae niggas tricked us. Them niggas tricked the shit out of us. Children with love, you know it's the truth. Them reggae niggas said, bedroom, you can't yam no blood clot meat. And them niggas was yamming me. Yum, 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 yum. Remember when niggas run around talking about that shit? I ain't eating no pussy. That shit is bullshit. That shit is bullshit. That shit is bullshit. Fuck that. If it's yours, you better eat that thing. Respectfully, if it's yours. I'm not talking about everybody else's. And ladies, all that motherfucking negligence to the oral area, that penis work? If it's yours, I want you to act like Jay-Z. I say, ladies, if that thing is yours, I want you to act like Jay-Z. Can you dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Joffrey. Y'all got me in the mood. Let's go. Brand new music. Make sure y'all go subscribe over there. Get over to the Top Tiger. It's time to get to this content. Some of this stuff is crazy. Some of this stuff I'm happy about. I don't know if y'all have heard about the Nottaway Plantation. I'm going to break a little bit of that down too, because I had to really do some research on this Nottaway Plantation. It's supposed to be the biggest and the largest plantation in the world in Louisiana. This shit's so motherfucking big. They kept it up. They kept it exactly like it was when the slaves were there. This was a tourist spot. It's a tourist spot. And you want to hear some crazy shit about this? I don't even know why I'm bugging the fuck out, but it's a lot of black people that's upset that the shit burnt down. They're like this. No, it was there. That's where my great-grandmother and my great-great-great-grandfather was slaves at. Let me explain something to you. That's them ancestors. That's like, let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all ever been down here in the South. In the wintertime is when the cotton grows. True story. Can't make this up. In the wintertime is when the cotton grows. That shit grow heavy. That shit grow heavy. I remember the first time I drove by a cotton field, I know I saw slaves. I remember the first time I drove by a cotton field, I seen the silhouette of slaves. I don't know if it was something that I just formulated up in my mind because of the shit that's been programmed in me from a baby pertaining to slavery and picking cotton. But I know I seen the silhouette of slaves that just stopped and looked up and just seen me drive by in the whip. Facts. Facts. But they said this place burned down. But first we're going to start it out with some shit that happened with a 15-story drop. A toddler. I don't understand how a toddler was anywhere unattended. A toddler. Anyway, let's get into the story. Remember, y'all heard it first.
Montgomery County 2-year-old survived a 15-story fall at this high-rise behind me in Silver Spring. Fox 5's Bob Barnard has a closer look tonight.
The toddler has survived to tell the story one day. Behind me is the Enclave. This is the apartment building here in Silver Spring. We went up to the 15th floor to get an idea of what that perspective was from the boy's point of view. Here is one of his neighbors, Mr. Muhammad Karoma.
Just look over there. You see death that don't rain down there. I don't know if the kid landed on the bushes. I don't know.
He landed on the bushes, apparently.
Yeah, that's a miracle, a miracle, man. Yeah, man. It's really sad.
These are the bushes that apparently broke the little boy's fall. They're not much. The authorities say the boy was on the 5th.
Bullshit. That was God. Bullshit. Do you understand? They say if you take a penny and drop it from the top of the Empire State Building, if it falls straight down and hits somebody in the middle of the head, it would indent inside their head and break the skull and kill them instantly. You're not going to tell me that a 2-year-old toddler, a 2-year-old baby, fell 15 stories and a bush is the reason why that child is alive. It's no way. That was nothing but God. I don't know what that child is going to be or what that child is going to come, but that wasn't nothing but God. Look at the drop one more time.
Yeah. I don't know if the kid landed on the bushes. I don't know.
He landed on the bushes, apparently.
Yeah, that's a miracle, a miracle, man. Yeah, man. It's really sad.
These are the bushes that apparently broke the little boy's fall. They're not much. The authorities say the boy was on the 15th floor. We circled the balcony there. It's a 20-story building. And around 2 p.m. Thursday, he fell from the balcony. We're told the boy suffered a broken leg and multiple internal injuries, but nothing life-threatening. We're told there were adults at home at the time, but police say they're still investigating how he got over the protective glass that surrounds the balcony there. Reaction here in the apartment community this afternoon.
I feel like that children shouldn't be on the balcony, especially unattended, because why are they outside? I have 4 children. They are not allowed on the balcony. And we live on the 5th floor. So The 15th floor? That's crazy to me.
They must have some chairs here. The kid might have climbed over because there is no way a kid can climb. A 3-year-old, nobody. There must be some equipment right on the floor that the kid used to flip over.
It's definitely
Now, if y'all understand what the ox said there's no way that a child that age and size can pull themselves up or propel over that glass structure, that protective glass, without something being in front for that child to get up on. Might have been a table. Might have been a little coffee table. Hypothetically speaking, you know, some people go on their balconies, smoke a little spliff, might want to drink, you know, might listen to some music, get a good breeze, because high up like that, that's the best air in the world. I learned that in the projects. The best air conditioning system is on the 12th to the 11th to the 13th floor in the projects when the windows is open. This is a fact. But like the ox said, it was no way that a child of 2 years old could get over that protective screening, in their opinion. Now let's remember that. That's his opinion. They still doing a prompt investigation pertaining to this. Let's get more into this.
a tragedy, but people got to watch their children. Kids shouldn't have been, the baby shouldn't have been outside on the balcony.
You see that right there? Let me tell you something about a black girl. Let me tell you something about a black chick that knows something. Now, see, this is just me hypothetically talking. This is me hypothetically talking. You see how many times that chick rolled her eyes? I want y'all to pay attention to her mannerisms and what she was saying. She rolled her eyes and was like, I live on the 5th floor, and I got 4 kids, and they know not to go on the balcony. A baby shouldn't have been on that balcony unattended. She got more hymns than anybody.
It's definitely a tragedy, but people got to watch their children. Kids shouldn't have been, the baby shouldn't have been outside on the balcony.
We're all wondering how you can survive a fall from that height. We reached out to Children's National Hospital today to ask that of pediatric emergency medicine doctor Katie Donnelly.
I want to stress first, this is really miraculous, right? This is, falls from this height are usually pretty devastating, if not fatal.
Dr. Donnelly says the weight of the child and the bushes that he fell into likely contributed to his surviving. Montgomery County Police say in terms of the parents or guardians of this child, no charges have been filed at this.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all want to do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Angie back in the building. She said she was finishing up Sunday dinner. Sorry, y'all. She was finishing up Sunday dinner. You getting 10 seconds for that? Fuck that. I don't care. I'm on my shit today. You getting 10 seconds for that? Fuck that. You still a Boston fan? You shouldn't have came in here bragging about cooking. You see how she be putting up a little post on Instagram and on motherfucking YouTube, the steak, the potatoes, and all that lobster and stuff, you know, mashed potatoes and stuff like that. I don't care nothing about that shit. I don't care nothing about that shit. I don't care nothing about that shit. Don't come in there talking about you was cooking no Sunday dinner. Always got some good shit putting up on the goddamn gram and on motherfucking YouTube. You can't be doing that shit. I don't care. I'm petty. So what? I don't care. I'm petty. I be hungry. Vibes, salute. See, y'all lucky Vibes just came in the building. Word up, Vibes. She been talking about she came back because she was cooking Sunday dinner. I know that shit good too. I'm hating. And see, for all y'all that was fucking with me, when I came on YouTube, I was talking about UFOs. Rest in peace to my father, Ronald Young. He put me on about this dude named William C. Cooper, and he's the reason why I bought the book called Behold the Pale White Horse. Do y'all understand that these communications that we holding in our hands right now, these cell phones that can take pictures and can record, see, they can do more than what y'all doing with them. Like some people using them for screenshots for malicious play. Some people using them for motherfucking sexual pleasure. Some people using them for memorable moments, barbecues, things like that, accomplishments. But do you know other things you can catch? You can catch UFOs now more frequently than when you could back in the days when cameras, you had to take the camera, hopefully get the adjustment, go in a black room, go in a red room, put it in some water, put it in some liquid. There was a different manual way of obtaining images back in the days as opposed to right now. Right now, if you could be on a date, you can be on vacation, you could be at a family reunion, you could be at a job interview. If a spacecraft was to appear and you pull your phone out, now you can just go picture or swipe over and go start the record. Let me show y'all something that happened 4 days ago. I want to see how y'all feel about this. I already know what's going on. I want to see how y'all feel about this, though. Let's go. Remember where y'all saw it first.
Today, a video is going viral on social media after 4 unidentified flying objects were spotted flying low over a private F1 networking event hosted by Alpha Connector outside a cigar lounge. It all began when a group of businessmen gathered outside enjoying cigars and drinks during the evening. No one expected what happened next. 4 large unidentified aircraft were seen flying in a tight low formation directly overhead. They were gray with visible yellow markings and made no audible sound as they passed. Witnesses say the objects cast noticeable shadows across the area before disappearing beyond the sky.
What's that? And she right. It is a distraction because there's some shit going on that's much more complex than the situation going on with Puffy and the situation I'm about to talk to about Rodney Hinton Jr. because he's pleading not guilty. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all know that there are scientists right now that just opened a portal? Anybody in here know that? Do y'all know that there are scientists right now that have opened a portal? A portal to another fucking world. They ain't gonna tell you about that. Oh shit, Andy said, bingo, get out my head. I'm telling y'all, this is not a joke. Motherfuckers done opened the fucking portal. They got some other shit going on that they don't want people looking into and they don't want people talking about. See, it's so much shit going on. Like I said, once I found out about the Romans and the Vatican's writing hell into the Bible, that shit threw a bunch of shit around in my motherfucking head. I wish my grandparents was around if I could have conversations now with my grandmother, because I used to have conversations with my grandmother on logic pertaining to her belief in God. And then her a dire devotion to Jesus Christ. See, that was me and my grandmother's biggest problem. I didn't understand that part right there. See, a lot of people, when something go wrong, they say, Jesus Christ. Damn, Jesus, help me. Oh, my Lord, Jesus. No. You're right. Jesus is supposedly the Lord, the Son of the Most High. But you're not supposed to praise Jesus. He didn't never tell you to praise Jesus. He told you to walk like Jesus. He never said praise him. Seriously. He said walk like him. Be righteous, be fair, be kind, not judgmental. He never said to praise Jesus. That's why, like I said, with the whole Christianity thing, Christianity is a different existence. Like I said, if you know anything about the real Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different Bible that people don't talk about. The Ethiopian Bible that holds the whole book of Enoch. Like they took the book of Enoch and then somebody brought the book back out after they revised it. But the real book of Enoch is part of life in the big Ethiopian Bible. And all this stuff is coming to light right now. William C. Cooper was talking about how they totally was in contact with UFOs and aliens. If you listen to anybody pull up the last speech, they told John F. Kennedy, yo, don't say what you about to say, man. The world is not ready to know what you know. See, they got presidents and they got the president's book that every president that comes in has to look and sign and look and understand what president went through what and because of what was going on. It's the same thing. Like they told him, no, go up there talking about no bullshit. And what he did was, the first thing he said is, I come to you because I have met with a group of a higher intelligence. What the fuck y'all think he was talking about? His boss? You know, he was talking about the government? He said, first of all, I've met with a group of a higher intelligence that are going to help us with our communications, our technologies, and our illnesses. And he died. They try to make it seem like he died over because he was fucking with Marilyn Monroe. Man, everybody give a fuck about that bullshit about no Marilyn Monroe. They was talking about, why is you talking about aliens? They've been putting that shit in our face since we were children. When we were kids, there was a movie that if y'all go watch that movie right now, because a bunch of y'all got fire sticks. When is the last time y'all watched the movie E.T.? Remember, that shit came out when we was kids. We was just fascinated with the shit because the motherfucking big head goddamn nigga was riding around with the white boy that drove off with a bike and his friends, towards the moon. But go watch E.T. now. When you got some sense and some knowledge of self, go watch the motherfucking movie E.T. E.T. is an abbreviation for extraterrestrial. Motherfucker kept saying, I want to go back home, because motherfuckers was trying to catch him. And they was trying to do what? Experiments on him, because he was not from this motherfucking planet. They gave everything to us straight up in our face. They just left it to us to deal with. But let's get back to this motherfucking bullshit about this plantation that everybody is so distraught about. How y'all feel about this?
Nottaway Plantation in White Castle around 4 o'clock this afternoon, a few hours after fires broke out in the south wing. But 3 hours later, and despite the efforts of dozens of firefighters, this was the scene, a skeleton of the building that's been standing in White Castle since 1859. Good evening, friends. Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Elizabeth Vowell. The plantation, of course, has a complex history. So as you can imagine, its destruction today has stoked a range of emotions tonight. Still, it's a popular tourist spot for Iberville Parish, hosting events throughout the year. Perry Robinson has been out there all afternoon. He's joining us live. And Perry, you basically watched this all come crumbling down tonight.
That's right, Liz. We originally got out here around 3 p.m. this afternoon, and we were actually here to witness the exact moment that the roof actually caved in out here at this building. So let me step out of the shot so that you can see exactly what it looks like. Again, crews are continuously still trying to put water out on this building. Again, what you said earlier, the destruction of this building has brought out a lot of mixed reactions from people here in White Castle. As the sun set, dozens of people stood still as a massive fire consumed the historic Nottaway Plantation.
I'm like, okay, maybe a little fire. Nothing, I didn't expect this.
According to the parish president, the fire broke.
That woman had tears in her eyes, y'all.
Nothing, I didn't expect this.
That woman had tears in her eyes. That's what you call the definition of a redneck.
Nothing, I didn't expect this.
According to the parish president, The fire broke out around 2 p.m. in the south wing of the building.
Some staff members stated that they had gone into the museum on the second floor and there was smoke. They went in and exited the museum, and at that time, when they returned, the whole room was in flames.
Built in the 1800s, the site has been a staple within the White Castle community. But for others, it's a reminder about Louisiana's dark past. Like many plantation sites today, Nottaway was a draw for tourists and events. It hosted a wedding just last week.
This is really a
That's in Louisiana, sis. That shit was built in 1859. How y'all feel about that? Let me hear y'all opinion on it. None of us went through no slavery. Well, at least not through that way. Mental slavery is everywhere. But none of us, but our ancestors went through that. And a lot of us still today go through some type of racial disparity because of people's personal feeling about our skin color. But how y'all feel about that? They said that they just had a wedding there the other day. So you mean to tell me somebody, I bet everything I got, there was a white person, white family. Somebody said that they wanted to get married there. A place that's known for selling, mistreating black people. Do you see the look on this man's face right here? You see the look on his face? You see that pinkish color? That's in the South, baby.
detriment to the community.
One person we spoke to said they have never seen a fire this intense.
In my 34 years of life, I can't say that I've seen something as bad as this.
Thankfully, one of them good old boys. He said, in my 34 years of life, I've never say I've seen something as bad as this.
In my 34 years of life, I can't say that I've seen something as bad as this.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but within a few hours, the entire building was destroyed. Now, Liz, I did get a chance to talk to the new owners of this building, and they told me that they actually just purchased this building not even a full year ago. It actually happened back last fall. The couple, they live in Natchitoches, and they told me that they are extremely overwhelmed over what happened. And as of now, they are unsure what exactly that they plan to do at this spot.
Just imagine the insurance policy on that motherfucker. They bought it a year ago. Just imagine that, y'all. They bought the property a year ago. We don't know if it was black people, Hispanic people, Caucasian people, African people. But they bought it a year ago, and it's burning to the ground. That's a fact, sis. It's burning to the ground. There's a whole bunch of scenarios for this one. They can really genuinely felt as though they bought that shit to burn it to the ground and get a motherfucking come up. That shit could have been eating their motherfucking soul. Imagine the spirits that's on that plantation. Imagine the spirits that's on that plantation. I'd say it's a go. And unfortunately, like Dog said, it's considered a historical building. So it's a monument. So check this out. That's all facts because history is history. You can't erase the Holocaust. It's like you can't erase slavery. It's a fucked up part of history, but it cannot be erased. That's right. A come up for some insurance. Because I could imagine, Dog said a big check. I could imagine what they had to pay to keep that place up. And whether y'all want to believe it or not, a place that was built in 1859, I can imagine the problems that they were having within. Just like an old house, certain parts of the house would be extravagant and certain parts of the house or need help. Certain things in the house will be perfect. Certain parts of the house will be. It's the same thing. 1859. It's 2025. The plumbing system is incredible. The structure is incredible. Everything to keep that house up is money. I can imagine the stairwell. I could imagine the wood. I could imagine the Terminator bill, the exterminator bill. Check this out. To keep that wood the way it is without them termites. Them termites, them niggas is very disrespectful when they get together. Them termites is very disrespectful down here in the South. The second attempt, they killed them, ABG. The first time, they missed. The second time, rest in peace to William C. Cooper. But I know everybody heard about the Rodney Hinton Jr., the man that supposedly unalived the man that unalived his son and hit another sheriff and is thinking about could have took his life. Now they did a whole bunch of things pertaining to this man mental. That whole night you're sitting up thinking about your child. It's procedure that you have to come to the sheriff department the next morning to discuss what's going on pertaining to the case and your child, and you blank out, allegedly, behind the wheel. And you mash the gas and someone's life is taken and someone else's life is almost taken. But check what they're saying about him right now, because they trying to give him that gas. They're trying to give him that death penalty. Fair YouTube users, let's go.
That breaking news, the man accused of hitting and killing Deputy Larry Henderson with his car in retaliation for a police shooting that killed his son is appearing in court.
You can see Rodney Hinton Jr. is being brought into the courtroom now on arraignment for charges including aggravated murder that could mean he could face the death penalty if convicted. Let's listen in to Judge Jody Lubers.
He could face the death penalty if convicted.
Because Mr. Hinton has been indicted by the grand jury on the two counts of aggravated murder with death penalty specifications, 1 count of murder, a specialty felony, and 2 counts of felonious assault. Mr. Hinton, if you want to be represented by an attorney but cannot afford one, I will appoint 2 attorneys who are certified by the Ohio Supreme Court to handle death penalty cases.
That's the first lineup. Why would I take 2 attorneys that you give me? Legal representation, my ass. Why would I take 2 attorneys that you give me that's all a part of the same conjunction?
You hire your own attorney. He or she does not need to be death penalty certified. You can hire 1, 2, or as many lawyers as you want or can afford. If you are indigent and need an attorney appointed, I will select 2 attorneys that are certified by the Ohio Supreme Court. It is my understanding, sir, that you wish to hire your own attorney and in fact that you have retained Mr. Bennett to represent you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Bennett, you are representing him, isn't that correct? Okay, thank you so much. I do need to tell you, Mr. Hinton, I do believe that you have qualified for public defender appointment. Is that correct, Mr. Kennedy?
Yes, Your
Honor. Do you understand how they're so adamant? You understand how she's so adamant? He just clearly told her, yo, I've obtained this lawyer right here to represent me in court. But you notice how she said, yo, you're eligible. You're eligible for legal, free representation pertaining to this death penalty case. And we're going to give you 2. She said, because if you do decide to get your own lawyer, the lawyer doesn't even have to be known for fighting death penalty cases. Now, see, that's when it gets real strategic. They gave me some dues right there. I didn't even understand that until she said it. She said they're just lawyers that are straight up and down, come to court to fight people that are going to court for the death penalty. She said, but if the lawyer that you obtain has never fought such a case or had the bill of defense to save someone's life, don't even worry about it. You can still use them. But we're still trying to tell you, you got the legal right for representation for free from us.
And in fact, was an affidavit prepared regarding his indigency?
Yes, when Mr. Hinton was in Room A on the third, he did speak to qualify briefly, qualified as being able to be appointed counsel.
This brilliant device keeps your home cool in summer, even during heat waves and power outages. It's
Was that affidavit filed with the clerk's office or with the courts?
It stays with the original case file and all the paperwork for that, but yes, it is an affidavit that stays with the financial qualification form in the file, and I have provided that original to the court.
Okay, and thank you so much for that. That does not get filed with the clerk's office. Okay, just wanted to check and be sure. Okay, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that, being here. Okay, all right, so you have Mr. Bennett as your attorney. That's fine, we're good to go. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. And so what we will do is we will begin with the reading of the indictment. So, Ms. Sarah, if you would like to begin. First I will ask, has the defendant been served with a copy of the indictment?
Judge, he had served a copy of the indictment, and I have one of the indictment.
Okay, wonderful. And is counsel prepared to waive any defects in the service of the indictment?
So waived.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Go ahead, Ms. Sarah.
So this is case number B2502219. Rodney L. Hinton, who's been indicted with 2 counts, aggravated murder with specification, capital death penalty cases, 1 count murder, special felony, and 2 counts felonious assault. You've already stated that you received a copy of the indictment. How do you plead?
I did on behalf of the defendant. Not guilty. Excuse me. In 600 hands of plea, not guilty.
Okay.
And see right there, when he said not guilty, that's why his lawyer told him to be quiet. If they're going for a temporary insanity, he ain't supposed to be talking about nothing.
All right. So, Mr. Hinton, I need to go over some rights with you, okay? So, the first and the second count of the indictment are aggravated murder, and it is what is called a special felony, and it carries with it the possibility of the death penalty, which may be imposed, making this what we call a capital murder case. Although a capital murder case is procedurally much more complicated, most of the rights you have in a death penalty case are the same as any other type of criminal matter. The aggravated murder charge is also accompanied by 1 specification, which we will talk about in just a minute, okay? You are presumed to be innocent, which means the state of Ohio has to prove that you are guilty if they can. They do this by calling witnesses to the stand and presenting evidence. All the witnesses have to testify in your presence, and your attorney will have the right to cross-examine each of these witnesses to test their truthfulness, and this is the right of confrontation. You have the right to call witnesses also, and if there are any witnesses who will not come to court voluntarily, I will order them by court to court by way of subpoena, and this is the right of compulsory process. You have the right to have this case heard by a jury of 12 people. They would hear and decide the evidence. All 12 must be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt in this case in order for you to be convicted. If the jury finds...
Make a long story short, they got to try to fry this man. Make a long story short, they about to try to fry this man. And dude in the burgundy suit, I don't think he's ready. I could be dead wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think he's ready to go against the state of Ohio. The way that they got this lined up against him, whew. I'm going to keep the update on this show pertaining to this case, because I'm going to see if I can get that trial live and try to stream it through here with some interruptions. Make sure I'm following the YouTube guidelines. Can you dig it? Sunday, we're about to get into the rest of this basketball, even though the Knicks is doing what they're doing. They're home enjoying themselves right now. They're probably trying to watch to see who's coming. But I said, we're going to Disney World. Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?